Welcome to Uncommon Sense, where ordinary financial wisdom just doesn't cut it. Follow along with Erik Bowman as he provides clarity in a cluttered financial world.
Well, hello and welcome into Uncommon Sense. I'm Ben George with Erik Bowman of Bowman Financial Strategies, and we are on YouTube here with the show. I know, Erik, you've been doing the show for a little while now, and now making the shift here, doing a little bit more on YouTube as well, and I'm looking forward to starting this journey.
Yeah, thanks for having me today. Looking forward to it.
I wanted to kind of kick things off before we kind of get into our normal financial retirement planning conversations with a little bit of background on yourself for anybody maybe finding you on YouTube now or finding the show for the first time, to kind of get to know a little bit more about who you are, you know, what's most important to you, kind of what does business look like for you. So I want to ask you a few questions about that and spend a few minutes on that before we kind of get into the financial stuff. All right. So let's begin with business, and we'll talk about you a little bit after that, and then the show itself. But how did you get into this? What brought you into the financial planning realm?
Yeah, great question. So we go back to roughly 2011. I had been running a solar financial company, in essence, photovoltaic, back well over a decade ago, about 15 years ago now. And for various reasons, primarily there was a set of subsidies that were required to make that financial model work. Decided, it was time to probably shut that enterprise down and take a look at what that next phase of my life would look like. And I was working with a big global financial firm, and went into that company as an insurance representative, and really quickly became a manager of financial advisors. So, fast forward 3 to 5 years in, I was managing 24 advisors, responsible for their compliance and protocol, and assisting with their planning and making sure they were delivering, appropriate plans to their clients. And after doing that for many years, I realized it just didn't seem like that was my original intention. I wanted to help people directly. And in 2016, I decided to go independent and create my own financial firm. And I did so. We went out, I created an independent financial firm, Bowman Financial Strategies, with the intention of focusing on a very specific market. And that would be folks that are near or in retirement, who are challenged with trying to make decisions regarding income choices relating to Social Security, pensions, the conundrums wrapped around taxation in retirement. Then, of course, investing. How do you handle a lot of the risks associated with investing, particularly as your risk tolerance tends to decline as you enter retirement? How do we handle that in a way that we can create plans where you still have the assets that you need to live the life that you would like to in retirement? So that's what we endeavored to do. We focused solely on that market and that demographic. I would say with great success. We've grown rapidly, and we've really, I think, honed in our area of specialty when it comes to tax-efficient distributions, income timing, income sourcing, and really anything that relates to the concerns of somebody entering into retirement surrounding retirement investments, retirement taxes, retirement income planning, retirement healthcare planning, and retirement legacy planning. That's kind of it in a nutshell.
What do you enjoy most about doing the work?
I've said this ever since the first day in the business. What I like the most is meeting with my clients. I just absolutely love having those reviews. I love the people. They become, we actually kind of talk about it as if they've joined the Bowman Financial Strategies family. We really get to know these people well, and I just enjoy my time with them. And we love seeing successful retirement. There's really nothing more fulfilling than watching somebody transition from working to retiring, and then doing it with no anxiety and concern about where the income's going to come from to satisfy their dream of retirement.
I love that. And I know we're going to get into a lot of different talk about planning, what it looks like for you, different strategies that you use, but just kind of give me a high level sense of what financial planning truly looks like for your clients.
Yeah, I mean, financial planning, really, you wrap it around this need of trying to create enough income so that you can do the things you want to do, when you want to do them, where you want to do them, and with whom you'd like to do it with in retirement, without anxiety, meaning a concern that you might run out of money. So there's critical Social Security planning, which is not only an income planning issue, it is also a tax planning issue. pension planning. Pensions are so complex, but being able to boil that down to the basics so that a client can make an informed decision. And then investing. How do you protect portions of your assets? How do you seek potential rate of return with your assets in a way that you're moderating that risk sufficiently that you can sleep well at night? And that really is, in my opinion, one of the litmus tests is everybody sleeping well at night with the plan we've put in place? And if the answer is yes, I think you've probably made some good choices.
Social Security planning can be complex, but you don't have to navigate it alone. Visit our one-stop Social Security resource at bowmanfinancialstrategies.com. Discover detailed videos, downloadable PDF guides, and the latest updates from the Social Security Administration. Don't let Social Security questions hold you back. Click the link in the show description and bring Social Security into focus.
All right, that's a little bit on the business. Now let's focus on you a little bit, Erik, as well, just a little bit personally. Tell us one thing about you that you'd want people to know.
Well, there's one thing that happened a long time ago. I was in the United States Army. I was actually served twice. I was 3 years enlisted combat medic back in the 80s. I was 3 years armor officer in the 90s. But if you go back and flash back to around 1987, I happened to be in Germany, stationed in Germany, and I was at a German swimming pool, like an outdoor Schwimmbad is what they call it. And it just so happened that I happened to be in the right place at the right time, and a 4-year-old German national had drowned in the pool. So non-responsive, not breathing, the whole situation that it would be a nightmare, right? And so I was a trained medic. I was able to perform life-saving CPR on that child. Became great friends with the parents. As a matter of fact, I spent about every Sunday at their house for the next year and a half while I was in country because they were just so grateful. But what a great relationship I had with them. And what it really, I think, narrowed down is how much positive impact a single moment in time and a single person can have in the lives of other people. And it's just something that I've always remembered and has really impacted the way I operate, and to realize that on any given day, and in particular, when we're talking about retirement planning, the positive impact somebody with the right knowledge at the right time can impart to achieve an outstanding outcome for somebody. And I think that that's really something that has colored my entire life and how I approach things.
Wow, that really is an incredible story. And thanks for the service that you've provided as well.
Sure.
Grateful for that. You're in Inglewood, Colorado, beautiful area of the country. What do you enjoy most about where you live?
I love the weather. I like the mountains. I go skiing. I mountain bike. We go hiking. We like to go stay in the mountains, periodically, my wife and I and my family. I just love the weather in Colorado. So it's fantastic. There's so much to do. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
I love that. And what's a typical weekend look like? Are you getting off to the mountains quite a bit? You taking advantage of that every weekend?
I wouldn't say every weekend. I've got a business I'm running here, so we're pretty busy with that. But I get to ski many times during the ski season, and spring and summertime I'm out riding. I'll go early in the morning. Our routine is weekend oriented. I'm like everybody else. I've got a bunch of things to do around the house just to keep that house running smoothly, along with my wife, who does the lion's share of the work. But I'm out there mowing the lawn just like everybody else does. But we get out every morning. Our routine is get up early, go to the gym, or go ride the bike, or go on a hike, and then finish that up. And then I'm in the office all day long, energized and ready to roll. And that is literally something that's a habit my wife and I have that we live almost every single day. And it really, I think, just provides energy and a positive outlook on everything we do. And I'm ready for the day once I get that pattern rolling.
I love it. All right, let's finish out then with a little preview of kind of what to expect from the show. What can people get out of this channel when you think about the work you're doing? And you've already been doing some work here on video and on YouTube and creating this content for people to help inform and educate. What do you hope people get out of this?
What I want is to provide education and information to anybody who wants it. And typically it's kind of hard to access, I think, just objective educational information on topics that are important to you as a potential retiree. So I'm trying to create and break down and simplify what is otherwise extremely complex when you think about all the 2,700 plus rules, for example, in the Social Security Handbook, among other things. And we want to simplify it so people can go, aha, now I understand that. Now I have a grasp on things in such a way that I can make better decisions and have better outcomes. So I think education is key. Being informed when you're making these extremely important decisions is key. And I want to be a part of being able to provide no cost education to anybody that can benefit from it. So that's why we do these and our other educational videos. We have a book, The Retirement Tax Revolution, that is a deep dive on taxes in retirement. We have a recent article in Kiplinger that is also, talking about the complexities of the dynamic decade plus and all the decisions you have to make from age 62 to 75. So it's just about educating people so they make better decisions.
And who's the person that you think ideally would get the most out of this? Is it someone that's getting close to retirement, or is it anybody that's looking just to learn more?
Anybody can learn from it, but where it has the most impact are when those decisions are decisions you have right on the horizon that you have to make. So that would be, I'd say 55 plus, people who are thinking about when they're going to retire, or those that are really coming up to that starting line of retirement and they know they need to get their house in order and that they may have been focusing a lot on work and accumulating assets, but they have not thought about the distribution phase of retirement and all that is included in that decision-making process. So pre-retirees, those right in the transition. And then, we like to set that stage. So by the time they're a decade into retirement, I don't want to call it autopilot, but the path seems pretty clear at that point because all of the complex decisions have been made. Now it's about preparing the pathway for legacy planning and ensuring that component of the plan is still looking good.
All right. Tremendous. Well, thank you for sharing today. If you have any questions, want to learn more, again, start with bowmanfinancialstrategies.com. The phone number as well, you'll see it probably on the screen. It'll be in the show notes as well, but it's 303-222-8034. And again, we appreciate all your support for watching this video, and please hit subscribe. We'll have new content coming out. We cover a lot of financial retirement planning conversations and topics that are close to Erik, and try to lay that out there for you and provide that information, education that's important, and of course, hopefully valuable to you as well. Erik, thanks for your time as always, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks, Ben.